Hello everyone, my name is Russ Chason and I'm going to be your host today to talk about the most critical thing in your life, oxygen. And you say, how is that the most critical? Well, let's take a moment to prove it. Is that most of us could go for 30 or 40 days without food if we're in normal condition. We can go 7 to 10 days without water. But we defy anybody watching this video to try to hold your breath for more than 5 or 10 minutes. We know the end result of that. Very, very critical that our brain and our entire system, and in particular our cellular structure, has all the oxygen it needs to function. And we know that's not happening today in our society. We have a lot of pollution. We have things going on our planet that are very, very unusual. And so what this site is dedicated to, if you look at it and you look at all around me here, you see that you have a place to subscribe to a weekly newsletter. We have new weekly videos. We have articles on oxygen as they relate to all types of health issues. So this is a site dedicated to you at SynergyO2, dedicated to your health and well-being and that of your family and friends with the most critical element on the planet, oxygen. So we invite you to come back on a daily basis. We bring you late breaking news and we give it to you the way you like to learn. Some people love to watch a video and that's how they learn. Some people love to take notes and read articles and do research. We do that for you. We get the scientists, the doctors, the physicians. We give you the best of the best on a daily and a weekly basis. And then we archive everything as it relates to health issues. So before we talk about the issues on the planet, what I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about what some of the key guys around the world, some of the key physicians and doctors and scientists think. So let's look at a couple of quotes here on the screen from some of the top people in the world that have dedicated their entire life to the study of oxygen. First, we see Dr. Arthur Guyton says, and he's the textbook of medical physiology, all chronic pain, suffering, and diseases are caused by a lack of oxygen at the cell level. Here's the way Dr. Albert Wall put it. Simply put, disease is due to a deficiency in the oxidation process of the body, leading to an accumulation of the toxins. These toxins would ordinarily be burned out in normal metabolic functioning. Dr. Paris Kidd, the author of Antioxidant Adaptation, put it this way: oxygen plays a pivotal role in the functioning of the immune system. Dr. John Muntz, who's a nutritional scientist, said, starved of the oxygen, the body will become ill, and if this persists, it will die. I doubt if there's any argument about that. Dr. Spencer Ray might have summed it up best from the Journal of the American Association of Physicians. Insufficient oxygen means insufficient biological energy that can result in anything from mild fatigue to life-threatening disease. The link between sufficient oxygen and disease has now been firmly established. Well, as you can see from some of the top scientists and physicians from around the world, the essence of oxygen is life itself. So what we want to do now is address it as it relates to us on a daily basis. When you look around us on a daily basis, the air we breathe is just totally polluted, contaminated. We take in breath and we have anywhere from 2 to 3 tablespoons of types of particles that accumulate in our body on a daily basis. Scientific study proves it over and over. So the polluted air, let's talk about the food we eat. The food we eat is loaded with called neurotoxins, and it's loaded with excitotoxins. These are things that accumulate toxins from food additives on a regular basis. The water we drink. Who'd ever thought 30 or 40 years ago, if we'd have mentioned to our grandparents that we would go buy water, they would have thought we were crazy. So we know that we have to go out today and try to buy purified water, and there's many, many studies questioning what purified water really is. So suffice to say that our body is getting loaded with toxins on a daily basis. The question becomes, what can we do about it? So what I'd like to do is create a little word picture for you. Let's pretend that you come home one afternoon, you open the front door, and you get a whiff of smoke in the house, and you begin to run around, and you open the door, and there's a fire right on the master bedroom, right on the bed. And you say, oh, well, that's just a tiny fire there. I'm going to walk away from it. It'll burn itself out. Of course you wouldn't do that. You would immediately want to douse that out. You wouldn't want to let it spread and burn down the entire house. Yet, that's what we do with the human body. We have a sore spot. We bruise ourselves. We have a bacteria. We have a virus. And we just kind of ignore it and let it go. And actually, that's what causes most disease, is a mutated cell creates another bad cell and a bad cell. So the question becomes, how can we prevent those little fires from starting in the first place? Prevention, obviously, is the name of the game to achieve maximum health. It's how do we get oxygen inside of the human body? Well, very difficult until recently. I'm reaching right in my pocket and bringing out a revolutionary high-tech product from SynergyO2. And this product is a liquid oxygen. I'm going to show you how simple it is to use. As you notice, it's very compact, 1 ounce bottle. You just take the bottle and on a daily basis, you just put in 8 drops into the glass. And from that vantage point, you just swirl it around. It could be in anything cold. It could be in tea. It could be in water, juice. You just don't want to put it in anything that's hot that would destroy the molecular structure. You just take a sip. Nice, fresh, clean taste, and you do it 3 times a day with 8 drops, morning, midday, toward the evening, and we're going to energize the body, get to that cellular structure that you heard most of the doctors and physicians talk about, those little tiny fires. You have in the center of your cell what's called the mitochondria. It is the spark plug of the body. It's the thing that makes everything else work. And so what SynergyO2 and its product does is it gets inside of the body and releases what's called nascent oxygen. When it attracts to the mitochondria, it creates a positive negative charge and puts oxygen right into your system, giving you that energy, that lift, helping to prevent things from starting in the first place. And that's the name of the game. So the net end result of what it does is gives you that lift, that energy, and gets you on the road to prevention and maximum health on a daily basis. So in conclusion, we appreciate you being here. We mentioned in the beginning, this is your site. It's an educational site. It's a common sense site. It's a site that you can validate everything you know about the human body from the position we're going to take. We're going to be bringing you videos as you see down below, and you see all the things on the site. It's a highly educational site to let you decide what you want to do with the most precious machine in the world, the most precious computer in the world, the most precious high-tech thing ever been created, your human body. From the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, we can give you the energy you need at SynergyO2. So thanks for being here. Come back to the site regular, and we look forward to seeing you. And as always, have a super day.